first, is this your first horror movie since Devil? And if so, what was it about the Boogeyman script that made you think now is time to jump into the genre again?
Yeah, I mean, She Dies Tomorrow. Did you see that?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's genre. Not
yes.
as hard into horror as this in Devil, maybe.
Yeah. I think with this was, I mean, first and foremost, Stephen King and joining his kind of his pantheon in some sort of way was a real honor. And then reading the script and talking to the director, Rob Savage, he knows this genre so well. I felt like I was in great hands. And the first conversation we had, he said, "Have you seen Ordinary People?" which is one of my favorite movies of all time. And so we talked a lot about that and a lot about grief. And that combo made me want to do the movie. So
Devil was, I think it was 2010.
Yeah.
Horror and the technology and all that has come a long way since then. So was there anything on the set of The Boogeyman that kind of made you stop and go, like, I cannot believe that's what it takes to make it look like that on screen now?
Yeah, I had not done that much green screen stuff. So that was incredible. The mocap suit that the actor had, who was just fantastic, chasing us around, and we were wrestling with him and fighting with him, and that was amazing. And it made me leave having even more respect for the filmmakers and actors that do that on the regular.
Did it make you want to try performance capture?
You know, it did. It did because it's such a physical thing. And when I grew up, I wanted to be a dancer. So I did think at times, I wonder if I could be any good at that. I mean, that's the thing. And you and I have talked about this, is the thing about doing different genres. You get to, learn from so many really talented people.
Okay, so with that in mind then, is there anything you learned on the set of The Boogeyman, whether it's from Rob, one of your co-stars, you name it, that you are eager to maybe further explore in the genre in a future film?
Well, I mean, Rob would do these things. It sounds so little, but he would, there's a scene at the beginning, which is the short story with David and I, and there's a section where I'm getting scared and amped up and worried, and I get up and go for the door. And so every time I would get up and go for the door rather quickly, it sounds so small, but Rob would say, slowly get up and slowly walk to the door and then look back at David. And again, it sounds like nothing, but you do it and it creates so much more tension. So it's little things like that along the way that Rob kind of directed me to do that I learned a lot from him. If I do this again, I hope to carry.
So those little details and subtleties that make all the difference, and the attention to detail when it comes to pacing too. I always think about that with inserts with horror movies. On set, it's like, I don't want to waste my time doing that, but you absolutely need them to build dread.
Yeah, and then where you put a camera, whether it's up high or down low, and then you just have a whole, a different view into the scene. And then with what he did with Boogeyman, I think the score and the sound that he put in is so terrifying and wonderful. It's going to be fun to watch him as he just keeps going in this genre and others. He's a really talented director.
I got some mighty high hopes. I saved my one spoiler question for last. We will brand this a spoiler part of the interview. You could talk about it freely. But I was wondering, after having gone through this experience with his family, how do you think the whole Boogeyman fight might impact his work as a therapist and his approach to that work?
That's a really good question. I mean, I would imagine going back to work that he would be, that he may maybe take on different philosophies in therapy, maybe go even deeper. And I would imagine that he would, and hopefully would grow to be an even better dad. So maybe the answer to the question is he might move more away from helping others and more towards helping the people he loves most.
I would believe that. I didn't get the rap sign, so I'll squeeze in one last silly question.
Yeah.
Really short, I promise. Let's say you, as in real you encounter a boogeyman.
Okay.
Who is the first person in your life that you would run to and tell that would believe you and also help you fight it?
I would run to my wife, and she would save the day, as she always does.
That's the right answer. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.